Okay, let's start our class. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Okay, as usual, let's read together the formula for the Paticca Samuppada, Pali, English, and then we will continue the reading 12 factors. Avijja paccaya sankhara, sankhara paccaya vijnana, vijnana paccaya namarupa, namarupa paccaya salayatana, salayatana paccaya bhaso, bhasa paccaya vedana, vedana paccaya tanha, tanha paccaya upadana, upadana paccaya bhavo, bhava paccaya jati, jati paccaya jara marana, sokha parideva, dukkha domana supayasa sambhavanti, eva metasa kevalasa, dukkhe khandasa samudayo hoti. Because there is ignorance as condition, karma formations arise. Karma formations as condition, resultant consciousness arises. Because there is resultant consciousness as condition, mind and matter arise. Because there are mind and matter as condition, the 6 internal and external bases arise. There are the 6 internal and external bases as condition, contact arises. Because there is contact as condition, feeling arises. Because there is feeling as condition, craving arises. Because there is craving as condition, clinging arises. Because there is clinging as condition, becoming arises. Because there is becoming as condition, birth arises. Because there is birth as condition, aging and death, sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, despair arise. Thus arises this whole mass of suffering. Okay, let's continue 12 factors. Avijja, sankhara, vijnana, namarupa, salayatana, bhasa, vedana, tanha, upadana, bhava, jati, jara, marana. Okay, 2 roots, avijja and tanha. Okay, 3 waters, kilesa, water, kama, water, kilesa, water. What are kilesa waters? Avijja, tanha, upadana. What are kama waters? Kama bhava. What are vipaka waters? Upapati bhava, jati, jara marana. Okay. So tonight, this class is the last class. We have to finish by any ways. Okay. Yesterday we finished Vedana Paccaya Tanha. Okay. Phasa Paccaya Vedana. Tonight, Vedana Paccaya Tanha. Feeling conditions, craving. This is number 6 length.
akan melanjutkan penjelasan tentang Paticca Samuppada. Bagaimanapun harus diselesaikan hari ini karena ini adalah hari yang terakhir. Hari ini Sayadaw akan membahas Vedana Pacaya Tanha, perasaan menjadi kondisi bagi nafsu keinginan. Ini adalah rangkaian yang ke-7.
Okay. Let's learn the first Pali words on Vedana and Tanha. Vedana is translated into English like feeling, but I don't know it. The meaning is adequate or not. And the original meaning is like whenever we have let's say Vedana, we experience that. If we see feeling, sometimes mostly we think good feeling. Most of the people think that good feeling. The real meaning is like that. When we maybe Sukha Vedana, pleasurable feeling, maybe Dukkha Vedana, unpleasurable feeling. So we experience that fully. So that is the meaning of Vedana. But in most of the scholars translate that feeling. So I want you to know, and the real meaning is more than that. More than that. So whenever we have a kind of any feeling, so we experience that vividly. That is called Vedana. But the scholars translate that feeling.
Sekarang Sayadaw akan memulai dengan memberikan arti kata di dalam bahasa Pali. Vedana biasanya diterjemahkan sebagai perasaan. Tetapi sesungguhnya arti kata Vedana yang sebenarnya adalah mengalami. Kalau dikatakan sebagai perasaan, biasanya mempunyai kecenderungan arti sesuatu yang menyenangkan. Padahal ada sukha vedana dan dukkha vedana. Ada yang menyenangkan dan tidak menyenangkan. Itu sesungguhnya arti vedana. Jadi sebetulnya vedana memiliki arti yang lebih dari sekedar perasaan.
Okay, another word is tanha. Tanha. You are very familiar with this word, tanha. Sometimes we say loba. Loba and tanha, the same. The same. Loba is translated, I like attachment. Tanha is now here thirst. Thirst. So, when we are thirsty for water, then we are longing for, where can I drink it? If we drink a salty water, and then we drink and then thirsty and thirsty and thirsty. We are never ever satisfied with the drinking. We never stop drinking. So meaning is like that. Once we are attached to sensual pleasures, and then we are getting more and more and more, never finish. So this is like a figurative word, not exactly like we feel thirsty, but in our mind, if we like something, we want it more and more and more, never ever finish. Like we feel thirsty. So here tanha means thirst.
Selanjutnya adalah kata tanda. Kita sudah biasa mendengarkan kata-kata tanha ini. Kata tanha padanannya adalah kata loba. Tanha ini artinya adalah kehausan, sedangkan loba adalah kemelekatan. Diberikan penggambaran, misalnya ketika kita merasa haus, maka di dalam benak kita akan terpikir di mana ada air. Kemudian ketika mendapatkan air, ketika kita mendengar, meminum air yang terasa asin, maka kita akan terus meminum dan meminumnya lagi. Ketika ada kemelekatan terhadap kesenangan-kesenangan indrawi, maka kita akan menginginkannya lebih dan lebih. Di dalam benak kita, jika kita menginginkan atau menyukai sesuatu, maka kita menginginkannya lebih banyak dan lebih banyak. Oleh karena itu, tanha diartikan sebagai kehausan.
I want you to be familiar with the Pali words. So that is why I deliberately write down here. There are 6 kinds of tanha. Let's say 6 kinds of a craving. When we see something beautiful, and then if we attach to this beautiful things, this attachment is called rupa tanha. Rupa is a visible object. Here, Pali word is a rupa. That is you can add one word here, tanha, like that. So, rupa tanha. And sada means sound. Sada means sound. So if we attach to beautiful sound, and then we cannot stop that. And we listen to that sound more and more and more. So even the bird sound, we attach to even the bird sound. So this kind of attachment is called sada tanha, ganda, smelling, rata, everybody. Rata, everybody has this one, taste. So every day we are dealing with the problem, tongue here, this much. Very short, this much. But the problem is very big. Very big. We call it rasa tanha. Rasa means taste. So that is a rasa tanha. Potapa tanha, that makes it touching. Touching. Dhamma tanha, all the rest are called Dhamma. Our mind, our mental factors, and some part of our bodies. If we are attached to these, then this attachment is called Dhamma tanha. So we have, you may read that, Rupa tanha, Sada tanha, Ganda tanha, Rasa tanha, Potaba tanha, Dhamma tanha. Say how many? 6. Yeah, we are dealing with these 6 every day.
Selanjutnya, Sayadaw menjelaskan tentang 6 macam tanha atau 6 macam nafsu keinginan. Ketika kita melihat sesuatu yang indah, kemudian ketika kita melekat pada keindahan tersebut, ini disebut dengan rupa tanha. Kemudian yang kedua, sada tanha, ketika kita mendengar suara yang merdu, kita melekati suara itu. Bahkan terhadap kicauan burung, kita bisa melekat terhadap suara itu dan menginginkan mendengar lebih banyak lagi. Yang ketiga adalah ganda tanha, yaitu kemelekatan atau kerinduan terhadap bebauan. Yang keempat adalah rasa tanha, kehausan terhadap rasa. Sayadaw mengatakan setiap hari kita selalu bergulat dengan hal ini. Padahal rasa ini sesungguhnya hanya sepanjang lidah kita saja. Kemudian yang kelima adalah potaba tanha atau kehausan terhadap sentuhan. Dan yang keenam adalah dhamma tanha atau kehausan terhadap objek-objek dhamma. Sisa yang lainnya termasuk di dalam objek dhamma ini. Objek dhamma ini bisa meliputi juga batin, kemudian faktor-faktor mental, juga bagian lain dari tubuh kita.
Another 3 kinds of tanha. Here, another 3 kinds of tanha is kama tanha. This is not kama. Kama tanha, bhava tanha, vibhava tanha. How many? 3. 3, yes, there are another. And if if you learn by heart the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, and there is, you can see that Kama Tanha, Bhava Tanha, Vibhava Tanha. There are three kinds of Tanha. So here, Kama means sensual pleasures, sensual object. So let's say everything in the world is the sensual objects, because whenever we see, oh, beautiful, oh, good, oh, nice. So everything in the world is sensual pleasures, sensual object, desirable object. So if we are attached to anything, then this kind of attachment is called Kama Tanha. If we are attached to any desirable object in the world, this attachment is called Kama Tanha. No problem. Here, Bhava Tanha, that's a problem now, the translation. Bhava, the literal meaning is the existence or life. Existence or life. But here, Bhava does not mean like that. In other places, yes, if we see, whenever we see Bhava, that means life or existence, that's it. But here, Bhava does not mean life or existence. It means like that. The attachment, here the craving for Tanha associated with the view that things are permanent. The meaning is like that. If we see something, the Tanha is the same, but we change our mind. Oh, that must be permanent. Or that must be permanent. So these are permanent, that is permanent. So we have another wrong view. So this attachment associated with this kind of the wrong view, we call that the eternalist view or everlasting view. Most of Buddhists have like that. If we do something good, let's say dana, we know that we will get married from this dana. So this dana will produce in this life or the lives in the future. So this benefit, I will enjoy one day. So I is permanent. Maybe we die. We just, the physical body and the mind, they die. But something is going there, and then I enjoy this benefit. So this kind of a view is not correct. Not correct. So, and we should change our mind sometimes, and the not serious mistake, but we still have a mystic view. So, according to the nature, if we do charity, yes, this will produce good results, one life. But we cannot say this, that benefit I will enjoy there. If I say then this I will never die. This one I will never change. This is like a soul. So maybe body is here, and when we die, but something comes out, go there, be someone, enjoying this benefit. This kind of view is called Vibhava Tanha, because some kind of we have some kind of attachment. This attachment is associated with the eternalist view.
Kemudian yang selanjutnya adalah 3 macam tanha. Jika kita membaca dalam Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, maka kita akan menjumpai 3 macam tanha ini, yaitu kama tanha, bhava tanha, dan vibhava tanha. Kama tanha adalah kesenangan terhadap objek-objek indrawi. Segala sesuatu yang ada di dunia ini adalah objek-objek indrawi. Kalau objek itu diinginkan, maka akan menimbulkan kemelekatan atau kerinduan. Ini disebut dengan kama tanha. Sayadaw mengatakan untuk yang ini tidak ada persoalan. Kemudian yang selanjutnya adalah bhava tanha. Kata-kata bahwa ini sendiri artinya adalah keberadaan atau kehidupan. Tetapi dalam kaitan atau konteks di sini artinya bukan begitu. Artinya, Sayadaw menjelaskan bahwa seperti kita melihat sesuatu, kemudian kita mempunyai pemikiran bahwa sesuatu itu adalah sesuatu yang abadi. Kemudian kita muncul dalam diri kita kemelekatan yang berkaitan dengan pandangan yang salah itu. Misalnya, terutama kaum Buddhis, ketika melakukan perbuatan berdana, mengetahui bahwa ini adalah suatu perbuatan baik dan akan menghasilkan kebaikan. Kemudian punya pandangan, aku akan menikmati hal itu di satu hari nanti. Di sini kemudian muncul kemelekatan terhadap kebaikan ini karena ada aku. Dengan anggapan bahwa setelah kematian akan menikmati kebahagiaan. Ini adalah pandangan yang salah. Kita harus mengubah pandangan tersebut. Memang ini bukan kesalahan yang besar, tetapi tetap ada kesalahan. Ketika kita melakukan kebajikan itu akan menghasilkan sesuatu yang baik di satu hari. Ya. Tetapi di sini bukan berarti aku yang menikmatinya. Kalau kita menganggap di sini ada aku, berarti ini seperti ada perpindahan jiwa dari satu kehidupan ke kehidupan yang lain.
The next one is Vibhavatana. Vibhavatana is the attachment or tanha associated with the annihilation view. Annihilation view. The view is like that. Some people have this kind of view. After this life, there is no more life. After the cemetery, beyond that, no more life. So this is the only life. This is the after that, no more life. Finish. So some people are very attached to this kind of view. So this kind of attachment is called Vibhavatana.
Yang ketiga adalah Vibhavatana. Di sini adalah kemelekatan pada pandangan penghancuran. Ada kelompok orang yang meyakini bahwa ini kehidupan ini adalah satu-satunya kehidupan. Setelah kematian tidak ada kehidupan yang lainnya lagi. Ini adalah pandangan yang salah tentang disebut pandangan tentang penghancuran.
Here, let me tell you a little more about the number 2 and number 3 here. Many translators make mistakes. And because the normally bhava means becoming, life or existence. So they translate that. But here, the bhava does not mean like that. This is attachment. This attachment is the associated with the view like things are permanent, even oneself is permanent. So this attachment associated with this kind of a view. So, but some people translate that. Not some people, but even this very popular scholar, Yang Mulia, he translated the Visuddhimagga, maybe here, in his book. He translated this one. This is wrong, like a becoming for the attachment, craving for becoming, craving for non-becoming, like that. This one is a non-becoming. Here, the word we, the problem is this one. And this word has many meanings. Sometimes in English translate like a not or maybe without. Sometimes which means a big something like that. So some people translate that like this is like the beautiful life, something like bigger life, like a dewa. So they attach to this kind of life. So this is wrong translation. Here the translation that they missed is the craving for non-becoming. Craving for non-becoming means we Buddhists believe that the Buddhism accept the suicide, something like that. So non-becoming means when we try to cut ourselves not to have life. So that means like killing oneself, like a suicide. So this is a very serious mistake. Here, we means we does not mean like that. We means the attachment with the annihilation view. Attachment with the annihilation view. That means the person has attachment. This attachment is like that. This is the only life. After this life, we have no more. We have no more life. So they hold this view. So they attach to this view. They attach this idea, this view. This attachment is called vibhavatana. That means that's it. Finish. No more life.
Untuk yang nomor 2 dan nomor 3, ini terjadi kesalahan penerjemahan. Bahwa biasanya memang berarti keberadaan atau kehidupan. Oleh karena itu, diterjemahkan sebagai kerinduan untuk menjadi. Sedangkan untuk vibhavatana diterjemahkan sebagai kerinduan untuk tidak menjadi. Sayadaw mengatakan ini adalah terjemahan yang salah. Banyak penerjemah atau penulis yang menerjemahkan secara salah. Kata-kata wi ini memiliki banyak arti, bisa artinya tidak atau tanpa, juga bisa berarti besar. Oleh karena itu, mereka menganggap bahwa ini ada suatu kemelekatan terhadap kehidupan yang lebih tinggi, kehidupan sebagai makhluk surgawi. Padahal, kalau dikatakan sebagai kerinduan untuk tidak menjadi, di sini bisa diartikan bahwa kita menerima proses orang bunuh diri. Padahal arti vibhavatana itu sebetulnya bukan begitu. Ini artinya adalah kemelekatan terhadap pandangan penghancuran. Bahwa setelah kehidupan ini, tidak ada kehidupan yang lainnya lagi. Jadi ini adalah kemelekatan terhadap pandangan tersebut. Bahwa setelah berakhirnya kehidupan ini, tidak akan ada lagi kehidupan yang lainnya.
This link is vedana pachayatana because there is a feeling and then attachment arises. So here, vedana is conditioning, atana is the conditioned factor. So they have this kind of a relationship. So we have three kind of vedana: sukha vedana, dukkha vedana, upekkha vedana. So pleasant feeling, unpleasant feeling, and neutral feeling. So these three feelings can condition for the tanha to arise. So sukha vedana, pleasant feeling, we don't have much problem. It's easily to understand that if we have a good feeling, we like it, we are attached to it, we want to have it, and then we have a tanha. So no problem. Relationship is very clear. But here, dukkha vedana, nobody like it. Nobody like it. If we have a pain, any kind of pain, even the mosquito bite, we don't like it. If we don't like it, are we attached to it? No, we don't attach to it. The things like that. Yes, let's say the problem is here. The dukkha, how the dukkha can cause the attachment. So when you have a suffering from something, whenever we have any kind of unpleasant feeling, and then in our mind, I want to get speedy recovery, I want to get happiness, and so beyond this suffering, we want the other one. So I want to get speedy recovery means I want to get happiness. I want to get normal life without suffering. So when we longing for like that, in our mind, there is attachment. Their attachment arises in our mind. So this attachment is conditioned by this suffering. So you can imagine, when you have any kind of a pain, unpleasant feeling, your mind is longing for pleasant feeling. I don't want this, I want that. So you have attachment, tanha. This attachment is conditioned by this tanha, or this longing tanha. This tanha is longing for the happiness or good feeling. So here, the attachment, we are not attached to this dukkha, but we are attached to the opposite of dukkha, that is it means sukha. What we want is sukha. Whenever we have a suffering, we want sukha. We want sukha. So this tanha is conditioned by this dukkha. By this dukkha. Because of this dukkha, we want tanha. This tanha, what? Craving for sukha.
Perasaan atau wedana ini menimbulkan tanha atau kerinduan, kehausan. Perasaan ini menjadi mengkondisikan, sedangkan tanha ini adalah yang jadi kondisinya, dikondisikan. Wedana ada 3 macam, perasaan ada 3, yaitu sukha, dukkha, dan upeka. Ketika kita mengalami sesuatu yang menyenangkan, maka akan timbul kemelekatan dalam diri kita. Ini mudah dipahami. Tetapi untuk dukkha wedana, tidak ada seorang pun yang menyukainya. Misalnya ada rasa sakit, bahkan rasa sakit yang sangat kecil seperti digigit nyamuk, tidak ada yang menyukainya. Ini kemudian menimbulkan kemelekatan atau tanha. Sekarang bagaimana dukkha ini bisa menimbulkan tanha? Ketika terjadi rasa sakit, maka di dalam benak kita, di dalam batin kita, muncul keinginan atau menginginkan kebahagiaan. Jadi, di balik rasa dukkha ini atau penderitaan ini, ada keinginan untuk segera bebas dari penderitaan itu. Jadi, ketika ada rasa sakit, batin kita menginginkan perasaan yang menyenangkan. Di situ ada tanha. Tanha ini dikondisikan oleh dukkha atau penderitaan. Jadi bukannya kita melekati pada penderitaan itu, tetapi justru kita melekat pada lawan dari penderitaan atau kebahagiaan.
Okay, now the wheel of the circle, the wheel of the life. Here the first part, ignorance. Second, sankhara. So they belong to the past life. So when we have the kusala and akusala karma in the past life, and then we are sure to get another life. This is a vijnana. Vijnana means relinquishing consciousness. So there is between number 2 and number 3, sankhara and vijnana, there is the connection, one connection. It is not possible to break out here. There is no way out here, even though we have one connection. This connection is only between the past life and present life. But for us, there is no way out here. So that means if we have ignorance altogether, sankhara, tanha, upadana, bhava, these are five causes in the past. So if we have these causes in the past, we are sure to have this present life. So vijnana, namarupa, salayana, phasa, vedana, here up to here. So from 1 to number 7, there is up to number 7, there is no way out. That means that once we have this ignorance and sankhara or karma formation, kusala, akusala, we are going to have another life. And once we have another life here, and then continue vijnana, namarupa, salayana, phasa, vedana. So it's like turning around. We cannot get the exit from this. We cannot escape from this wrong. So this is the half of this wheel. So this half is led by the ignorance. Ignorance is the leader of the first part. The leader of the first part. So at the end of the first part, the first section, we find here feeling, vedana. So when we have a vedana, sukha, dukkha, or upekkha, yes, and the feeling conditions for the attachment to arise. But the attachment cannot arise for those who have eradicated all the defilements, who have destroyed all the defilements in their mind. Then this, even though we have attachment, if we don't have a kilesa or defilement, this feeling cannot condition to arise attachment. That is for the arahants or for the noble persons. For ordinary persons, just like us. So we can have sukha, dukkha, upekkha, or pleasant feeling, unpleasant feeling, neutral feeling. And when we have a good contemplation, or when we have a wise reflection, or when we are doing meditation, then we are observing this feeling. We are, contemplating on this feeling. Or if we have a wise reflection, and we are trying not to do any mistakes. So if we have this kind of contemplation or meditation or wise reflection, then we cannot have this attachment. So feeling and attachment between these two factors, there is a one section. Can you a little bit shrink? We can see that. Here there is a one connection. Okay, yeah. So here is a one connection. This is the only hope for us. The only hope. But we must have a good, like a contemplation or good meditation or good wise reflection. So if you have this kind of a good qualities, then we don't have attachment. If we don't have attachment, that means by practicing meditation, by contemplating the Dhamma, then we are killing this side. We are killing this side. We don't have attachment. So if we don't have attachment, then the last part of this side cannot come up, cannot rise. Because the attachment is the leader of a second part. He is the tanha or craving is the leader of this second part. So, and we just like a cutting here, or we are just, the breakthrough here by practicing meditation or by contemplating Dhamma or having the wise reflection. So this is the only way out for us. The only way out for us.
Sayadaw menjelaskan dari lingkaran kehidupan ini bahwa sangkara itu adalah milik masa lalu. Ketika kita melakukan perbuatan kusala ataupun akusala, baik ataupun buruk, maka pada saat itu akan menimbulkan winyana. Di sini ada satu koneksi, ada satu hubungan antara masa lalu dan kehidupan sekarang ini. Jika kita mempunyai 5 sebab di masa yang lalu, yaitu mulai dari awija, sangkara, tandha, dan upadana, maka pasti kita mempunyai 5 hal yang ada pada saat sekarang ini, yaitu mulai winyana, nama rupa, salayatana, pasa, dan wedana. Di sini hubungan yang pertama ini, koneksi yang pertama ini, kita tidak memiliki jalan keluar. Jadi antara masa lalu dan kehidupan sekarang kita tidak memiliki jalan keluar. Sehingga ini terus berputar, bergulir begitu saja. Setengah bagian yang pertama ini, pemimpinnya adalah ketidaktahuan atau awija. Bagian ini diakhiri dengan perasaan atau wedana yang bisa merupakan perasaan menyenangkan, tidak menyenangkan, ataupun netral yang mengkondisikan bagi kemunculan kemelekatan atau kerinduan. Tetapi kerinduan ini tidak bisa muncul bagi mereka yang sudah menghancurkan semua kekotoran-kekotoran batinnya. Ini adalah untuk mereka yang sudah mencapai tataran arahanta atau para orang mulia. Bagi orang biasa, mereka masih mempunyai perasaan menyenangkan, tidak menyenangkan, dan netral. Tetapi jika kita bisa mempunyai renungan yang baik atau renungan yang bijaksana, atau refleksi yang bijaksana, atau kita bermeditasi, maka kita bisa mengamati perasaan ini. Jika kita mempunyai perenungan yang bijaksana, kita berusaha untuk tidak melakukan kesalahan apapun. Ketika kita melakukan sesuatu dengan renungan yang bijaksana atau dengan meditasi, maka tidak akan muncul kerinduan ini. Ini adalah koneksi yang kedua, dan ini adalah satu-satunya harapan bagi kita untuk bisa memotong, bisa keluar dari lingkaran ini. Tetapi sekali lagi Sayadaw mengatakan bahwa kita harus mempunyai renungan yang benar, kemudian merefleksikan dengan bijaksana, atau kita harus bermeditasi untuk membasmi kerinduan ini. Jika ini sudah terbasmi, maka tidak akan bisa muncul kerinduan-kerinduan tersebut. Dari koneksi yang kedua ini, yang menjadi pemimpinnya adalah tanda atau kerinduan ini.
Let's go to another link, number 8. That is Vedana Pachaya Dana, Dana Pachaya Upadana, craving conditions, grasping. So here, if we cannot practice or if we cannot contemplate on Dhamma, then as soon as we have a feeling and we are going to have attachment, Dana. This is a natural law. Whether we like it or not, we are going to have. If the feeling is good, we are going to attach to it. If the feeling is bad, we are going to longing for the good feeling. Good feeling. So this dukkha vedana conditions tanha. That is why no matter what kind of feeling we have, the attachment will arise. So here, attachment conditions upadana, clinging. Now this is another link. Here, tanha and upadana. Upadana, it has two words, upa and adana. In Pali, this word has many meanings. So upa means strongly, very powerful. Adana means family hold. So upadana means strongly hold something, not let it go. That is upadana.
Selanjutnya, Sayadaw pergi ke hubungan yang selanjutnya adalah tanha pacaya upadanang. Tanha ini adalah kerinduan, kemudian upadana adalah menggenggam dengan erat. Upadana terdiri dari kata upa ini artinya adalah sangat kuat. Kemudian adana ini adalah menggenggam. Jadi menggenggam dengan sangat kuat.
Okay, finish? Oh, okay. Here, upadana means tanha and deity, or craving and wrong view. These two mental factors are called upadana. So it is two mental factors. So here, and tanha again. And we just finished the tanha. So tanha pacaya upadana, the craving conditions, the grasping or clinging. So tanha comes again here, tanha, craving again. So what is the difference between the first one and the second one? Here, so tanha here, the first level is tanha is weak, not that strong, like a normal tanha, normal attachment. But when this attachment is changed to this level, upadana level, that makes very strong. So the intensity is different. The attachment level, tanha level, normal, not that bad. But upadana level, nobody is control. Nobody is control. It's too big. So And even though the same tanha, but their intensity is different. That is why upadana means very strong holding. And ditti, wrong view. Actually, ditti means just view. Just view. But we use now, if we say ditti, that means wrong view. The literal meaning is just view. Just view. But it's like understood. If we see ditti, we understand that means wrong view. So here, ditti or wrong view, we have sometimes a wrong view. And once we have the wrong view, thinking that is right, and we don't want to let it go, we just hold it. We just hold it. Whether anybody agree with that or not, we cannot let it go. If you don't like it, okay, I still hold it. We cannot let it go. So the wrong view is equally bad with the attachment. Because these two things are driving us to cycle in this we. They are very powerful. Very powerful. These two kinds, tanha and ditti. Tanha, everything we are attached to the things. Then that is a tanha. And then we have views about especially life. Where do we come from? Where did we come from? What is the next life? Do we have a next life or not? Do we have atta or soul? Or we don't? Or nothing? Or where? If we have a soul, and where? So these are views. And with regard to these views, we have a different kinds of religion. See? Religious leaders teach different teachings. Also philosophers give different ideas. And then different views. And then holding their views of family. And mine is the best. Mine is the correct one. That is a wrong view.
Upadana ini terbentuk dari tanha dan ditti. Tanha dan ditti ini adalah dua faktor mental. Dua faktor mental inilah yang disebut dengan upadana. Jadi di sini tanha muncul kembali pada rangkaian yang berikutnya. Pada tingkat yang pertama, tanha ini hanya lemah saja. Tetapi ketika tanha ini sudah berubah menjadi upadana, maka kerinduannya adalah menjadi sudah sangat kuat. Tanhanya sama, tetapi intensitasnya lah yang berbeda. Kemudian ditti ini secara harafiah berarti pandangan. Tetapi ketika kita melihat kata ditti di sini, artinya adalah pandangan yang salah. Ketika seseorang mempunyai pandangan yang salah, kemudian dia mau menggenggamnya terus, dia tidak akan melepaskan pandangan salah itu. Ditti ini sama buruknya dengan kerinduan. Tanha dan ditti ini adalah sangat kuat. Ditti atau pandangan salah ini berkenaan dengan kehidupan, misalnya tentang dari mana kita dilahirkan, kemudian tentang kemana kita pergi, kemudian tentang kehidupan ini. Pandangan-pandangan yang berbeda inilah yang menjadikan timbulnya berbagai macam agama, berbagai macam pandangan. Kemudian masing-masing dari mereka menggenggam pandangan mereka sendiri dengan kuat dan menganggap bahwa pandangan mereka lah yang paling benar dan paling baik.
I said the tanha is the same, but there is the intensity is different between tanha and upadana level. So there is a simile. A thief is searching for, stretching out his hand, and they're searching for something to get. So that time is a stretching, searching. At that time, the attachment arises in his mind. Just attachment. That may, I said earlier, attachment normal level is just normal, not too that strong. So hoping that I will touch something beautiful or something good. So they're searching for like that. At that time, he has a tanha or attachment. And when he touch something and then he take it, hold it, never let it go, at that time he has upadana. He has upadana, never let it go, take it, run away. So that's a simile.
Ada perumpamaan tentang tanha dan upadana ini. Digambarkan misalnya ada seorang pencuri ketika dia sedang menjulurkan tangannya, ini adalah tanha atau derajatnya adalah normal saja. Tetapi ketika dia mengambil dan memegangnya, ini adalah upadana. Ini menjadi kemelekatan yang kuat.
And there are 4 kinds of upadana here. 4 kinds. The first one is kamupadana. That is a Pali word. Kamupadana. So upadana is translated in like a grasping or clinging, so strong attachment. So the upadana has 4. Upadana has 4 kinds of upadana. The first one is kamupadana. Second one is ditabiskan. Number 3 is silapadupadana. Number 4 is adalah. Long word. But anyway, and I want you to familiar with Pali word. So kamupadana, kama means desirable object, anything, everywhere. That's it. So if we are clinging to any sensual or desirable object, that upadana is called kamupadana. Everywhere. That is our kamupadana. So we cling to the desirable objects in the world, everything, living things and non-living things. And second one here, ditabiskan. Ditu means deity. So they combine together. These 2 words are combined together. So deity means wrong view. So holding, his own wrong view. So that is called ditabiskan. Here, deity wrong. The belief and not belief in the law of karma. And the law of karma. So we Buddhists believe in the law of karma. If we do something wrong, and this wrong action, this akusala, well, come to me, come to us, will produce bad results. We accept like that. When we do something good, this kusala will produce good result in our life. Maybe in this life, or maybe in the lives in the future. Even though we don't know when, but we still accept that. But here, this person does not accept that. Doing charity will not bring any results. Taking care of parents will not produce good results. See how bad. Even their own parents, the way they think is very dangerous. They don't need to take care of their parents. This is their view. Because of their desire, we are born. So we don't need to think for their sacrifice. So, see, the view, wrong view is very dangerous. Also, this person does not accept that there is no person who become enlightened, who are noble. This kind of person cannot be in the human world. Or after that, there can be no person in like a, let's say, there is no other world like a Deva world, Brahma world. So this is the only world. So that is wrong view. That means not believe in the law of karma. And okay.
Selanjutnya Sayadaw menjelaskan dengan 4 macam upadana. Upadana ini sekali lagi artinya adalah kemelekatan yang sangat kuat atau kerinduan yang sangat kuat. Yang pertama adalah kemelekatan atau kerinduan terhadap objek-objek indrawi di mana saja. Kita ini cenderung untuk selalu menggenggam, melekati objek-objek yang diinginkan yang ada di dunia ini. Ini disebut dengan kamupadana. Kemudian yang kedua adalah ditupadana. Di sini berawal katanya adalah diti. Di sini orang menggenggam keras, menggenggam kuat pandangan salahnya, yaitu tidak meyakini adanya hukum karma. Sebagai umat Buddha, kita meyakini adanya hukum karma. Ketika kita melakukan sesuatu yang buruk, maka hasil yang buruk akan datang pada kita. Jika kita melakukan hal-hal yang baik, maka akan menghasilkan kebaikan di satu saat nanti. Mereka tidak percaya hal itu. Juga tidak mempercayai bahwa melakukan kebajikan itu adalah sesuatu yang baik. Lalu mereka juga punya pandangan tidak perlu merawat orang tuanya. Karena mereka beranggapan bahwa keberadaan mereka itu karena keinginan orang tuanya. Ini adalah pandangan yang salah. Dan ini pandangan salah ini sangatlah berbahaya. Orang-orang seperti ini juga tidak mempercayai bahwa di dunia ini ada yang bisa mencapai pencerahan atau ada orang-orang mulia. Dan ada yang menganggap bahwa tidak ada dunia lain, yaitu tidak ada alam dewa maupun alam Brahma.
And number 3 is a silapatu padana. I need to explain a little bit on this word. Here, sila, you already know this word. Vata, 2 words. Here, sila means not ordinary sila. What you understand, like a 5 pancha sila, atta sila, nava sila, not this kind of sila. The literal meaning is sila means a habit, the action someone habitually does this. So habitual action. So that's a sila. So always doing that. That is a sila. But here, sila is a different meaning. In the Buddha time, some people practice so many religions, so many institutions. So in India, there were a lot of the beliefs, let's say religions. So Buddha appeared at that time. So some people practiced like like animal, like a cow or like a dog. So thinking that, animals are very honest. Very honest. If they don't like it, they just show their angry face. They don't lie. They don't pretend like a happy face. Also, if they like it, they just show their face are happy. Like the dogs are like shaking their tails. So they are very honest. And also in their life, they have no lobha, no attachment, because they don't wear the dress. They don't wear the dress. So their life is very good, They don't have attached to like a dress. We human beings are wearing, see? How busy. You are wearing like the latest design. So dogs never wear, but the dogs in America, some yes, they wear. Hollywood dogs. So other places dogs don't wear. So very clear, very good. So okay, if I will practice like them. So like going like a dog and eating like a dog, sleeping, everything, like even the restaurant business, just like a dog. So, and then, so they sleep in the heap of the ashes. So they don't eat with the hands, just eat like a mouth. On the knees, on the hands, just like a dog. So, first taking this habit is sila, and then according to his observation, sila, he acted like a dog, going, eating, sleeping. This is like a practicing for them. So first take the precept, take a sila, and then according to this sila, they did like that. So that is vata. So their idea is like that. By taking this kind of precept, by observing or practicing like them, and this practice can lead us to our emancipation, our liberation. So that is this kind of wrong view. So some people practice like a cow, some people like a dog, or some people practice like a different kinds of animals. Even the monkeys, they still practice. So there's a kind of practice called silapatu padana. That's it. This kind of a wrong view, yes.
Kemudian yang ketiga, silapatu padana. Ini adalah terdiri dari dua kata, sila dan wata. Sila di sini bukan seperti sila yang biasa kita ketahui, Pancasila, 8 sila ataupun 9 sila. Tetapi sila di sini arti harafiahnya adalah tindakan atau perbuatan yang biasa dilakukan. Pada zaman Buddha, di India terdapat banyak sekali kepercayaan-kepercayaan. Pada saat itu ada kepercayaan yang mempraktekkan seperti perilaku hewan, entah sapi, anjing, atau yang lainnya. Karena menurut pandangan mereka, hewan-hewan ini sangat jujur. Ketika mereka tidak suka, mereka menyatakan dirinya. Ketika mereka suka, mereka menyatakan dirinya. Sayadaw mengambil contoh, misalnya seekor anjing, ketika dia merasa suka, dia akan mengibaskan ekornya. Jadi mereka ini sangat jujur dan tidak memiliki keserakahan. Karena hewan-hewan ini tidak memakai pakaian. Walaupun Sayadaw mengatakan di Amerika kadang-kadang anjing juga mengenakan pakaian. Ya. Mereka beranggapan bahwa praktek ini adalah sangat bagus. Oleh karenanya mereka mau berperilaku seperti itu. Bahkan ketika buang air kecil ataupun tidur mereka dan makan, mereka melakukannya seperti seekor anjing. Ya. Mengambil atau menjalankan kebiasaan ini disebut sila. Kemudian menurut sila itu mereka melakukan pekerjaan tadi. Ini disebut wata. Mereka beranggapan dengan mempraktekkan ini mereka bisa mencapai pembebasan. Jadi kemudian mereka berperilaku seperti sapi, seperti anjing. Bahkan ada juga yang berperilaku seperti monyet.
The next one is Atta Wadupadana. Here, Atta Wadupadana. Atta, I think you are very familiar with this Atta. The opposite word is Anatta. Anatta and Atta is totally different. So, in the Atta, sometimes they use like a Atma. Like a Mahatma Gandhi. So, big soul, big Atta. So here, Atta means like a soul or Atta. The Buddha said we have only 5 aggregates, the aggregate of matter, the aggregate of feeling, the aggregate of perception, the aggregate of formation, and the aggregate of consciousness. That's it. That's all we have. There is no Atta inside. So in brief, we have only Nama and Rupa, mind and matter, only 2, if we brief like that. But and other people, other religions have this kind of view. Sometimes the matter is like Atta, like a leader. This Atta can control everything. Let's say sometimes the mind is Atta, like a feeling is Atta, perception is Atta, the formation is Atta, Vijnana is Atta. Mostly Vijnana is believed that Atta. So when we smile, actually we are not smiling. The smiling is done by the Atta inside. Sometimes, the Atta is there, the centers in the heart. Some people believe in the eye. Some people believe in some other place. So this kind of Atta is believed, and then they hold it. The Atta is our main center. Atta is our main, like a character. So without the Atta, we cannot survive. We cannot think, we cannot see. So because of this Atta in our heart, and then we can smile, we can think, we can make any plans, whatever we want. Atta is the Atta the performs everything for us. So this kind of belief is called Atta Wadupadan, mainly in their body or in their mind, somewhere the Atta exists.
Kemudian yang keempat adalah Atta Wadupadana. Atta ini kebalikan, berbeda dengan Anatta. Atta ini kadangkala disebut dengan Atma, seperti kata Mahatma Gandhi. Buddha menyatakan bahwa kita ini hanya mempunyai 5 gugus kehidupan, 5 gugusan saja. Hanya itu saja, tidak ada jiwa di sana. Kita hanya memiliki batin dan materi saja. Tetapi di kepercayaan lain ada yang meyakini adanya Atta. Atta ini dianggap sebagai pemimpinya. Pada umumnya yang dianggap sebagai pemimpin ini adalah kesadaran dianggap sebagai pemimpin. Jadi misalnya ketika kita tersenyum, tersenyum pun ini karena dikendalikan atau diperintahkan oleh atta. Mereka meyakini bahwa atta ini ada di suatu tempat di dalam tubuh kita, entah di jantung atau entah di mata. Karena adanya atta inilah kita bisa mengerjakan sesuatu, merencanakan sesuatu atau menginginkan sesuatu. Atta inilah yang melakukan semuanya untuk kita. Dan atta ini umumnya dianggap berada di dalam jantung atau hati, atau di suatu tempat di dalam tubuh kita.
Let's go to another link. That is Upadana Pachaya Bhawa. Here, number 9 and number 10. Upadana Pachaya Bhawa. Upadana or grasping conditions becoming. Here, we already explained that Bhava has two things. One is a Kama Bhava. The other thing is Upapati Bhava. So here the bhava has two kinds of bhava: Kama bhava, Upapati bhava. There are two words here. And in Pali, if they are like the same under the one topic, and they just like make a, how would I say that, shrink the size. Maybe 2-3 words are just put into one word, under one word. Especially, I don't explain here Namarupa Pachaya Salayatana. They put many subtopics under one line, under one the heading. But I don't touch this area. It's very complicated. Here also, if we see that here, this is a bhava. But if we open it, we see Kama bhava and Upapati bhava. Just make it combine, making a shrink size, and then put under this top heading, bhava, Kama bhava, Upapati bhava. And Kama means Kama. Kama means volition. So you know Kama. So good Kama, bad Kama. So the real thing is Kama means here volition or cetana. Cetana is Kama.
Sayadaw menjelaskan rangkaian yang selanjutnya, yaitu Upadana Pachaya Bhawa. Ini ada pada nomor 9 dan nomor 10. Seperti kita sudah ketahui bahwa bhawa ini ada 2, yaitu Kama Bhawa dan Upapati Bhawa. Di dalam bahasa Pali, itu kadang-kadang 2 atau 3 kata dirangkai menjadi 1. Seperti misalnya nama rupa Pachaya Salayatana ini. Di dalam topik ini sesungguhnya ada diuraikan lebih lanjut lagi, tetapi sementara Sayadaw tidak menyentuh sampai ke sana. Kemudian di sini Kama Bhawa dan Upapati Bhawa ini diletakkan di bawah satu topik bhawa. Ya. Dan Kama di sini sesungguhnya artinya adalah cetana atau kehendak.
So here I said the Kama Bhava means Kama. the Chetana. So here, Sankhara, we already have learned that Sankhara means karma. Karma means Chetana, volition. So again, here, bhava. Coming again, karma bhava means Chetana. So, in 12 factors, it's like a repetition. Coming again, that means overlap. So here, Sankhara means only volition, only Chetana. Kusala Chetana, Akusala Chetana, or good volition and bad volition only here. But here, we mean the karma bhava here, not only volition, not only Chetana and other co-workers, other manufacturers. There are many manufacturers. Like sometimes we have a jealousy, sometimes we have a covetousness, sometimes angry, attachment. So these are his co-workers or friends. But the Sankhara here, only volition, only Chetana. But when you reach the here, bhava, karma bhava, not only Chetana. Chetana together with the other manufacturers are called karma bhava. That is the difference.
Selanjutnya, Sayadaw menjelaskan dari lingkaran roda kehidupan ini, Sankhara itu berarti kama, juga berarti cetana. Tetapi kama bhava juga memiliki arti cetana. Jadi di dalam 12 faktor ini terjadi pengulangan kembali. Sankhara itu berarti cetana. Cetana di sini adalah kusala cetana maupun akusala cetana. Tetapi di dalam kama bhava ini tidak hanya cetana saja, tetapi melibatkan banyak faktor mental lain di dalamnya. Misalnya ada kecemburuan atau keiri hatian, atau ada keserakan dan sebagainya. Jadi kama bhava di sini tidak hanya kehendak atau cetana saja, tetapi melibatkan faktor-faktor mental yang lainnya.
Another difference is Sankhara and karma bhava. Another difference is Sankhara belongs to the past and karma bhava belongs to the present here. So here's a present, here's a past. So they have a different period, different time. So that is another difference between the Sankhara and karma bhava.
Kemudian perbedaan yang lainnya antara Sankhara dan karma bhava adalah bahwa Sankhara ini menjadi bagian dari masa lampau, sedangkan karma bhava ini adalah bagian dari saat ini. Jadi antara Sankhara dan karma bhava ini ada perbedaan waktu.
Karma bhava, only karma bhava is taking under this topic, not upapati bhava. Not upapati bhava. So even though we say bhava, we mean only karma bhava. So in our formula, the upadana picaya bhava, if the original text is like that, upadana pacaya karma bhava, then that be much better. That will be much better. We don't need to think about the upapati bhava. So now we have to explain there are two kinds of bhavas, and then only karma bhava is taken, not that one. That is only like a jati. same. So we just put under this one. So even though we say bhava, that means only karma bhava, not upapatti bhava. Upapatti bhava is put under the jati. They are the same. They are the same.
Selanjutnya, kama bhawa di sini, dalam bhawa ini hanya mencakup kama bhawa saja. Sayadaw mengatakan bahwa formulanya adalah upadana pacaya bawo. Tetapi di sini bawanya ini hanya kama bawa saja. Bukan, tidak mencakup upapati bawa. Sayadaw mengatakan seandainya rangkaiannya ini dikatakan sebagai upadana pacaya kama bawo adalah lebih mudah. Di sini upapati bawa di sini ini seperti jati. Jadi dia ada pada jati. Upapati bawa ini ada pada jati.
Okay. Bhava pacaya jadi, let's go to the next link. Bhava pacaya, that means the karma formations condition the jati rebirth. So this link let me see. Let me explain a little bit this one. Go back that. When we learn the Paticca Samuppada, this this point, this factor, we have to understand correctly. If we take upapatti bhava, then when we reach to that jati, we will have problems. We will have problems. That is why we have to take only karma bhava. If we take karma bhava, that means kusala and akusala. Because of kusala and akusala, and we have a rebirth. We have a new life. So if we take upapatti means rebirth. So if we take upapatti in this place, that means upapatti bhava rebirth conditions or rebirth. So the same cause and effect. So cause and effect must be different. Here, cause is a karma, kusala and akusala. Effect is rebirth. That is why we have to correctly understand bhava means karma bhava, not upapatti bhava. If we take upapatti bhava, then they will be like that. Rebirth conditions, rebirth, no difference. So here, karma formations, karma formation cause for the jati to arise. So cause and effect is different now.
Sayadaw menjelaskan lebih lanjut bahwa kita untuk rangkaian bhava di sini kita tidak mengambil Sayadaw sampai pada bhava pacaya jati. Jadi bentukan-bentukan karma yang menjadi kondisi bagi terjadinya kelahiran. Sayadaw menjelaskan kembali pada bagian bawah yang di atas, mengapa kita tidak mengambil upapati bawah. Karena kalau di sini ada upapati bawah, maka akan ada kesulitan ketika kita sampai pada penjelasan jati. Karena nanti artinya bisa menjadi kelahiran mengkondisikan kelahiran. Oleh karena itu, pada rangkaian bhava itu hanya karma bhava saja, yaitu kusala atau akusala yang menjadikan, mengkondisikan terjadinya jati. Sekali lagi, Sayadaw berpesan bahwa kita harus berhati-hati ketika berbicara tentang bawa ini hanya kama bawa saja, tidak upapati bawa.
Okay, let's go to another link. That is bawa pacaya jadi. So as I explained, bawa means here kama bawa. So if we say correctly, we can say like that, kama bawa pacaya jadi. We can say that's a more accurate. If we say bawa, that means not accurate. This is like a general statement. So if we say kama bawa pacaya jadi, that means because of karma formation, the rebirth arrives in the next life. So cause and effect is different. We can say karma formation conditions upabadi. Karma formation or the conditions of jadi, they are the same. That makes rebirth. So rebirth here does not mean the birth, or a baby come out of mother's womb. Here, it does not mean jadi. That does not mean. As I said, the first moment of our life, at the moment of conception, the religion consciousness arises. This moment is meant. Very short moment. Very, very, very short moment. So like it just dot, finished, then gone. That moment is called jadi.
Sayadaw menjelaskan rangkaian yang berikutnya, yaitu bawa pacaya jati. Sayadaw mengatakan rangkaian ini akan terasa lebih akurat kalau kita mengatakannya sebagai kama bawa pacaya jati. Jadi jelas tampak sebab dan hasilnya itu berbeda. Jati di sini adalah kelahiran kembali. Tetapi bukan berarti pada saat pertumbuhan janin di dalam rahim ibunya. Jati di sini adalah momen yang sangat singkat pada saat kemunculan itu terjadi.
So at the moment of the conception, the first moment, here is a relinquent consciousness. The first one, relinquent consciousness, and then some mental formations, and then 30 material properties. So these mind and matter arise together at that moment of conception. So here is a relinquent consciousness, that is a consciousness. Mental factor, in this group, we can see Vedana, Sanya, and volition Sankhara. So that means the Vedana, Sanya, Sankharas are mental formations. And the material properties, that is an aggregate of matter. So it is a very tiny dot, but we got these qualities, the material qualities. So, and out of them, relinquent consciousness is the aggregate of consciousness. Mental formations are the aggregate of feeling, aggregate of perception, aggregate of formation, and then 30 material qualities and matter. Aggregate of matter. So within this small dot, we got 5 aggregates. So as soon as the relinquent consciousness appear, but does not mean jadi does not mean anything but these 5 aggregates appear. So that is a jadi.
saat konsepsi terjadi, itu memuat 5 hal ini, yaitu kesadaran penyambung, kemudian bentukan-bentukan mental, dan 30 sifat materi, properti materi. Di sini kesadaran penyambung adalah winyana, kemudian bentukan-bentukan mental ini adalah wedana, sanya, dan sangkara. Sedangkan 30 properti materi ini adalah rupa kanda, gugus rupa. Jadi di dalam satu titik yang sangat kecil itu termuat unsur-unsur tersebut. Di dalam satu titik yang sangat kecil itu ada 5 gugus kehidupan. Jati ini berarti, sesungguhnya jati ini berarti munculnya 5 gugus kehidupan.
Yeah, sankhara. When you say sankhara, because of kusala and akusala karma, and here a new the religion consciousness arises here. When we say here, and then vedana, vinyana, namarupa, salayana, phasa, vedana, we say like that. But here, from the present life to the future life, when we go to present life to future life, we don't say like that. Vedana, vinyana, namarupa, salayana, etc. But we just say here, jati, not saying like that. But they are the same. Jati means just topic, put everything into that. So if we spread it, we can say vinyana, namarupa, salayana, phasa, vedana. That is why when we say the result of the 5 future, the 5 results of the future, we say again vedana, vinyana, namarupa, salayana, phasa, and vedana. Jati and these 5 are the same.
Sayadaw menjelaskan, kalau kita melihat rangkaian ini dari yang masa lalu ke kehidupan sekarang, diurai menjadi 5, yaitu wiyana, nama rupa, sayatanya, pasa, dan vedana. Tetapi ketika rangkaian ini dari saat sekarang menuju ke masa yang akan datang, kita menyebutnya hanya jati saja. Cukup disebutkan dengan jati. Jati ini kalau kita mau uraikan, maka sesungguhnya itu mencakup dari winyana, nama rupa, salayatana, pasa, dan vedana.
Let's go to the last link between number 11 and 12. So now this is a future life. Because of this karma bhava, and we have, let's say, a new life now here. See, and then jati of birth, they are the same. Vinyana, namarupa, salayana, phasa, vedana. They are the same. So, jati pacaya jara marana. This is the last link. Because of jati, Jara and the Jara and Marana is conditioned by Jati. If there is no birth, no Jati, there will be no old age and no death. So because of Jati, we have a Jara and Marana. So aging and death. So I don't need to explain because we are experiencing this aging and we are going to have the last one, which is death. So we understand when now, since the first moment of the religion consciousness, we are developing, and then we are the born, then gradually. So now I'm 55. If we look at the 50 years ago, Mine is like that. So now, are they the same or different? Different. So I don't think, I'm not connected with that. Semua. We are different or the same? I just said, I think tadi,
Yes.
neither the same nor
No.
different. Because process like that. Process in developing. If we don't have a baby, and then we can have this age. So, and then after 55 years, I got this picture. So, that means that we are aging. So we are going to the same direction. You say you are very busy. Oh, I'm very busy doing blah, 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 blah. But we are doing the same direction. Where?
That.
Okay. Because this is that. Finish.
Sayadaw sekarang pergi pada rangkaian yang terakhir, yaitu jati pacaya jara marana. Di sini setelah kama bawa dari masa sekarang menuju ke masa yang akan datang, jati, di mana jati ini memuat winyana, nama rupa, salayatana, pasa, dan wedana. Jati ini mengkondisikan terjadinya jara marana. Ketika kita dilahirkan, maka setahap demi setahap kita akan menuju ke jara marana ini. Sayadaw mengatakan, sekarang Sayadaw berusia 55 tahun. Kalau menengok ke belakang 50 tahun yang lalu, ketika berusia 5 tahun, Sayadaw masih kecil. Kemudian Sayadaw menanyakan, sama atau berbeda? Ya. Ini Sayadaw sudah menjelaskan beberapa waktu yang lalu, yaitu tidak tepat sama, tetapi juga bukan berbeda. Ya. Kita semua ini berproses menjadi tua. Walaupun kita mengatakan sibuk tidak ada waktu, tetapi kita semua ini menuju ke arah yang sama, yaitu kematian. Saya sudah mengatakan, karena ada kematian, maka selesai. Yes, saya
Okay. So, the aging and death is the consequences of the result of or jati or birth, but we still have another 5. That is another result of the accident and consequences of jati. If we have a jati here, we can avoid it to the aging and death. Nobody can avoid that. But soka, bridewa, dukkha, domnasa, upayasa, and sorrow, limitation, and pain, grief, and despair, these are not for every being. We human beings, yes, we have all these 5 consequences. Also, Deva, they have, but Brahma, they don't have. That is why, the last 5 consequences, soka, bridewa, dukkha, domanasa, ubayasa, these 5 are not inevitable consequences. Some are free from these 5 consequences. That is why, the Buddha did not put here and only aging and death only. So the last 5 is not for all beings. That is, some are free from these 5 consequences.
Jadi usia tua ini adalah hasil dari kelahiran atau jati. Konsekuensi jati yang lain adalah seperti soka, paridewa, dukkha, domanasa, dan upayasa. Kalau jara marana ini, usia tua dan kematian ini tidak bisa dihindari. Tetapi 5 yang lainnya ini tidak selalu ada. Misalnya bagi mereka yang berada di alam surgawi sebagai dewa atau Brahma, ada beberapa yang tidak dialaminya. Oleh karena itu, Buddha tidak mencantumkannya dalam formula ini. Sekali lagi, karena 5 hal yang ini tidak selalu terjadi pada semuanya.
When we read the formula, the last line is Ewa Metasa Kewalasa Doke Kandasa Samudaya Hoti, and that's the last line of the formula. The meaning is thus arises this whole mass of suffering. This whole mass of suffering. See, when the Buddha preached the Paticca Samuppada, first just spread it like all the whole map, the map of the being. The map of the being. Buddha didn't say this is a human, this is a deva, this is a Brahma, this is an animal. Buddha did not use this kind of a conventional terms. Buddha used only the ultimate terms like avijja, sankhara. So we can see anybody, any beings. So just like only the realities. So we learn factor by factor from ignorance to now, jara marana, finish now. So the whole set, this is called our life. So behind this picture, this is we call that it's a conventional picture. But inside, these factors are working. These factors are working. So this is a reality. This is not reality. Always changing. We call that panyati. Panyati. We just give name. And inside here, these are our real picture. So at the end of the formula, Ewa Metasa Kewalasa Doka Kandasa Samudaya Hoti, thus arises the mass of suffering. Mass of suffering. Everything is suffering. Because, when we the conditioned things. Conditioned things are always rising, disappearing, going like that. So, nothing is permanent. Everything is changing. So, everything that is impermanent is unsatisfactory. Everything that is impermanent is suffering. If we say suffering, we may say, they're crying like that. No, this is not suffering. Not the real. What the Buddha meant is suffering means everything that is impermanent is suffering. Buddha didn't say crying like that. Oh, pain. That is, we know, we don't need to practice meditation. We don't need to come to the monastery. Even the dog, they know. If we throw the stove, they just cry. They know pain. But what we are learning is not like this kind of a suffering. So suffering means things are changing. This is, if we know that, if someone, they just open my body and show every, the material properties, your body is like that's changing, I will be shocked. I will be afraid of that. So the skin is covered that, and then, I'm happy now. That means what? I have a lot of ignorance here. Because of this ignorance, we don't see. We're thinking that permanent, okay, good, beautiful. See? So that is ignorance. And layer by layer, we are blindfold now. Blindfold by the ignorance. That is why we don't see that. But in reality, all the mental factors, all the everything which is mental or material, everything is changing. So the criteria is everything that is impermanent is unsatisfactory. Everything that is impermanent is suffering. So here, every factor is like this. Always rising, disappearing, rising, disappearing, rising, disappearing. Nothing is permanent. That is when Buddha conclude that thus arises this whole mass of suffering. These are the whole mass of suffering. That means wherever we are born, we will get the same body. If we get the same body, then we get the same what? Suffering. We are born, they were maybe body different. They have their own suffering. If we are born Brahma, they have their own suffering. If we are born animal, we don't need to say that. Everybody understand. See? So even though we have different life, even though we are born in the different plane, suffering is everywhere. So once we have a life, we get a suffering. That is what Buddha said here. The whole is mass of suffering. That makes it this is not mixed with any pleasure, any happiness. Without mixing with any happiness, this is a pure suffering. But we still want it.
Kemudian pada rangkaian ini, rangkaian formula ini, pada garis yang terakhir disebutkan ewa metasa kewalasa dasu duke kandasa samudayo hoti. Artinya adalah inilah yang menyebabkan tumpukan keruwetan penderitaan. Di dalam Paticca Samuppada ditunjukkan peta atau gambaran dari kehidupan makhluk hidup. Di sini Buddha hanya membicarakan kenyataan atau realitasnya saja. Beliau memulai dari ketidaktahuan sampai pada rangkaian usia tua dan kematian. Ini sesungguhnya adalah gambaran kehidupan kita. Secara konvensional kita seperti ini, tetapi sesungguhnya di dalam diri kita realitasnya adalah mereka bekerja seperti peta yang diberikan oleh Buddha ini. Hal-hal yang terkondisi itu selalu muncul dan lenyap. Mereka tidaklah abadi, mereka selalu berubah. Yang selalu berubah ini menimbulkan penderitaan. Yang Buddha maksudkan di sini dengan penderitaan bukanlah penderitaan orang menangis, demikian tidak, tetapi yang dimaksudkan oleh Buddha di sini adalah perubahan itulah yang merupakan penderitaan. Sayadaw menggambarkan, misalnya sekarang kita masih terbungkus dengan kulit ini, kita merasa bahagia. Ini menunjukkan karena ketidaktahuan kita. Sebetulnya segala sesuatu itu selalu berubah. Karena segala sesuatu itu selalu berubah, maka di sana adalah tidak memuaskan. Itu adalah kesimpulan dari seluruh rangkaian ini. Begitu terjadi kelahiran, entah sebagai dewa ataupun Brahma, maka mereka mempunyai penderitaan mereka masing-masing. Kita bisa dilahirkan di tempat yang berbeda, tetapi penderitaan ini ada di mana-mana. Begitu ada kehidupan, selalu muncul bersama dengan penderitaan. Tetapi walaupun demikian, kita masih tetap menginginkan kehidupan ini.
So Buddha, when the Buddha described the Paticca Samuppada, he just gave the Dhamma names, not conventional names. So the last one is, this is a mass of suffering, because this is our life. So the Buddha didn't use this is a man, this is a woman, this is I, or this is you. He doesn't say like that. Only just give this map of our lives, our wheel of life, not only this. So the Buddha discovered this law, and he did not create that. So when he became enlightened, when he became a Buddhahood, and just before the enlightenment, he was contemplating on these factors, so many things, billions and billions of times. And then, at the end of this contemplation, he became a Buddha. He became a Buddha. So he discovered this law, and now he did not create this law. So, and if we have a jati, and jaramarana will follow. Jaramarana will follow. This is the law. So nobody can overcome this law. This is a natural law. Everybody is under the law. So most of the country leaders said everybody must be under the law, but sometimes they are above the law. But here, this is a natural law. Every being, even the Buddha, is under the law, because he was born as a human being. He passed away as a human being. See, he was under the law. He was not over the law. So, if we have a jati, we are going to have a jara and marana. These consequences cannot be avoided. Cannot be avoided. This is a natural law. So, and this law was discovered by the Buddha 2,600 years ago, a little more than 2,600 years ago, under the Bodhi tree in India. So, we learn this Paticca Samuppada. Paticca Samuppada teaches us that everything has its own cause. They arise depending on their own cause. Nothing can arise without a cause. And also, in brief, the gist is that Buddha teaches us the cause and effect law, the law of cause and effect here. That is the gist. So, law of cause and effect. So that's the gist. So here, this is the cause, right? This present life is effect. This present cause is 5 are causes. These are effects. So this kind of, and then turning wrong. Nobody can stop it. Even the Buddha cannot stop it. So if we want to escape from this wheel of sake, so this here is the only exit, the only place to break out. So this is our exit. Okay?
Ya, Sayadaw menjelaskan bahwa Buddha mengajarkan Paticca Samuppada ini hanya dengan memberikan nama-nama Dhamma saja. Menunjukkan bahwa ini adalah tumpukan dari penderitaan. Buddha di sini tidak menyebutkannya secara konvensional seperti pria atau wanita, tetapi beliau memberikan dengan nama Dhamma. Ini ditemukan oleh Buddha. Beliau tidak menciptakannya. Tepat beberapa saat sebelum tercapainya pencerahan sempurna, beliau merenungkan hal ini secara berulang-ulang kali. Jati mengkondisikan terjadinya jara marana, kelahiran, menjadikan usia tua dan kematian. Ini adalah hukum yang alami. Semua harus berada di bawah hukum ini. Sayadaw mengatakan, banyak pemimpin yang mengatakan bahwa harus berada di bawah hukum, tetapi kenyataannya ada yang berada di atas hukum. Tetapi semua makhluk harus berada di bawah hukum Paticca Samuppada ini, termasuk Buddha sendiri. Karena Buddha dilahirkan, maka beliau juga mengalami kematian. Yang terlahirkan pasti mengalami usia tua dan kematian. Tidak bisa menghindari hal itu. Hukum ini ditemukan oleh Buddha lebih dari 2600 tahun yang lalu di bawah pohon Bodhi di India. Paticca Samuppada ini menjelaskan bahwa semua itu mempunyai sebab. Semuanya muncul karena sebab tertentu. Tidak ada yang muncul tanpa sebabnya. Itu adalah penjelasan secara ringkas. Jadi di dalam lingkaran kehidupan ini, Buddha mengajarkan tentang sebab dan akibatnya. Paticca Samuppada ini terus berputar demikian, tidak ada seorang pun yang bisa menghentikannya. Hanya ada satu jalan keluar, yaitu di koneksi antara Vedana dan Tanha.
So before we close our class, I would like to review this chart, this diagram. So can I have your attention, please? And so let's recite it first, the 12 factors from here. Avijja, together.
Avijja, Sankara, Vijnana, Namarupa, Salayatana, Phassa, Vedana, Tanha, Upadana, Bhava, Jati, Jara, Marana.
Okay, these are 12 factors. And we have two roots. What are they? Avijja and Tanha. Yes, Avijja is the first part of the leader, and Tanha is second part of the leader. So they are leaders. Also, they are roots. Without them, this we cannot turn on. And we have three periods. Periods and past, present, future. Yeah, that makes it. This Paticca Samuppada diagram covers 3 lines. Okay, so we have in the past 2 factors, right? Avijja and Sankhara. If we take before we go that, and then let's go to the 3 rounds. So we have 3 rounds. Kilesa Vada, Kama Vada, Vipaka Vada. Kilesa Vada, what are they? Avijja, Tanha, Upadana. Kama Vada, what are they?
Sankara dan Kama Bhava.
And what are the Vipaka Vada?
Vijnana,
Namarupa, Salayatana, Phassa, Vedana, Kama Bhava, Jati, Jara, Marana. Okay, altogether 8. So they always together. They always together. So Avijja, Tanha, Upadana are the Kilesa Vada. Avijja is here, number 1. Tanha, Upadana is number 9, and number 8 is number 9. So they have different places. They have a different periods. Avijja belongs to the past. Tanha, Upadana belongs to the present. Even though they have a different periods, they work together. That is why if we take Avijja, then we got 2. What? Tanha, Upadana. If we take a Sankhara, we got 1 more thing. What? Kama Bhava. Yes, that is why here the first chunk, the first part in the past life, there are 5 causes: Avijja, Sankhara, Tanha, Upadana, Bhava. These are the cause of the past life. Because of these causes, because of them, then we got the present life. So, what are they? Vijnana, Namarupa, Salayana, Phassa, Vedana. These are the just result of the sankhara. That is why they are not active. So, passive side of life. They are just, let's say, the food already cooked and prepared on the table, just to eat. This food cannot grow any plant, right? And we have to eat. This food cannot grow. Maybe you may like a green leaves, you may cook green leaves. This green leaf cannot grow. So it's very much like that. That is why this side is called passive, because this is a cause. Because of this kusala, akusala, here is a vipaka. So this side is called passive side of life. This side is active. They are active. Because of they are working actively. Sometimes we do kusala sankhara. Sometimes we do akusala sankhara. Because of this power, because of this karma, and then we got a life here. These are the 5 results of present life. And we are experiencing the present life, and then again we are accumulating another what? Another kilesa vada, right? When we see something beautiful, then what? What happened to us? We like it. We attach to it. Then what? Then I must get it. I must buy it. Then what? Upadana. See, we are accumulating another karma to turn around our way. So here, the present, these are Tanna, Upadana, and Karma Bhava. If we take it Tanna and Upadana, we will get one avijja, right? If we take Bhava, Karma Bhava, then we virtually take Sankhara. So altogether, how many? So Tanna, Upadana, Karma Bhava, and avijja, and Sankhara. How many? 5. These are the cause of present life. These are the cause of present life. Because of these 5 causes, we will get another result. What is that? Jati. Jati means nothing but what? Vijnana, Namarupa, Salayana, Phassa, Vedana. So this is a new life again. Start again. See, if we got the Jati, we are going to get Jara Marana, finish again. And then start again, finish again, start again. There is no beginning of this we. No beginning. If I give you like a golf ball, can you tell me where is the beginning? Anybody? Agree? Okay. Like that. If they are turning wrong, we don't know which one is beginning. Like that. Because we have a lot of ignorance. This ignorance is overwhelmed in our life. That is why we have a lot of confusion. We cannot decide that, which one is what. That is why this confusion condition another ignorance. Another ignorance, the condition, another confusion. Then going wrong and wrong and wrong. This is our lives. So here, let's say another future life, we will have the same kanda, the same dukkha. So that is called. So and on the way of this life, there are 3 connections. So the first connection is between Sankhara and Vijnana. Second connection is between Vedana and Tanna. The third connection is Bhava and Jati. So how many connections?
3.
Which connection is for us?
Second.
Number 2, between what? Vedana and Tanna. Yes, this is the place for us. So and Vedana. So we have always we always have a Vedana. That means that we have to control that. We have to control that. If we like it, we are too indulged in it. We are following this Vedana. Seeing, hearing. I already explained that, right? And we are attached to everything. Then we are following, never ended. Then we may do something wrong. This wrong action cause another bad life. So never end, never finish. And okay, so we have already learned 20 moods and 3 sets and 3 connections, 2 roots and 12 factors. So collectively, it is called Paticca Samuppada. So I hope you have some kind of knowledge on this teaching. So by understanding this Paticca Samuppada, may you all get the enlightenment in this life.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sayadaw, if I translate, there will be more confusion. So better not to translate, Sayadaw. Yes.
Just read and translate it.
Yes, Sayadaw. Thank you, Sayadaw.
But I want to, we would like to read the formula again. This is a closing. We honoring the Buddha. Avijja paccaya sankhara, sankhara paccaya vijnana, jnana paccaya namarupa, namarupa paccaya salayatana, salayatana paccaya phaso, phasa paccaya vedana, vedana paccaya tanha, tanha paccaya upadana, upadana paccaya bhavo, bhava paccaya jati, jati paccaya jara marana, sokha parideva, dukkha domana supayasa sambhavanti, eva metasa kevalasa, dukkha khandasa samudayo hoti. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, today is the last day, and if you have a question, I'm happy to answer to your question. As far as my knowledge goes. Yes. Four badana, yes. Oh, number 2, 3, 4 is Dikti, wrong view. Oh, yes. Overcome, yeah. So, before Sayadaw explained that Upadana is a combination of Prana mental factor and Dikti mental factor. Prana plus Dikti Upadana. Oh, Tanha, yeah. Oh, after Sotapanna, and then the cause is only the Tanha, not Dikti. Yes, there are 2. When someone becomes a Sotapanna, then the Dikti is eliminated altogether, once and for all. But for the higher level, they still have Upadana, that is a Tanha. But this Tanha form is very softer, smaller than the first level. Yeah. Smaller, and then the last level, Aranda level, eliminate. Yeah. This is the Upadana. Yes. Very good. He sees very good.